Welcome back to Dirt 5. If you're enjoying the series as much as myself and Wolverine are and doing it, don't forget to subscribe and a like on the videos does really help. Today we are in the Marmifera Valley in Italy for the first ever Ignition main event Ultra Cross race. We are driving the Skoda Fabia Rally2 Evo of the modern rally class, and Wolverine is first up. So the only thing we need to do in this main event is we need to finish top 3. That's important. If we don't get top 3, we have to try again. So Wolverine's going out first. If he does it first time, fantastic. If not, I'll have to go into the car and see if I can manage a top 3, and we'll carry on until we manage it. Wolverine makes a massive start there, already up to 4th. That is a fantastic start. He's drifting around the corners nicely. He's definitely got his eye in. It seems on it. He wants this top 3 finish. I'm just surprised at how good a start. He's a little bit out of shape there, drops a few positions, but he's still soon bringing it back up. He's up to 9th, 8th, 7th, forcing his way through between 2 cars there. Tried to turn in a bit early, but managed to use a car fairly nicely there to turn in. Not really the done thing, but it works. Currently in 8th, so he's not too far off the pace. A little bit sideways. Still on the first lap. Tight left-hander. Turns in a little bit early. Controls the car well though. Another tight right-hander this time. Again, he's turning a little bit earlier, so he's got to learn. He can't get the car straight up either. He's managed to get around the next corner. He is currently in 9th. Been out of shape on exit. But he's still up. He's in 10th now. He's still got a chance. He's never over, especially not on the first lap. Too early turning there. Completely smashes the car. Loses the boot. I think that's the worst damage we've seen on a car to date. And he's managed to do it. There goes the bonnet. He's now in 12th. But the cars ahead of him are still in sight. He is still holding on here, but the car has seen better days. Up to 11th now. Gentle right-hander. Can he swing it round? He does indeed. Takes a position in doing so. A run for the line and the end of the first lap. 2 more laps to go. He's still got time to bring this back. Nice left-hander. Turns in again a little bit early. Tries to carry quite a lot of speed into the corner. Just nudges the back end on exit. But he's not doing too badly. Up to 8th. He's recovered nicely from his big crash. He's still going strong. Back up to 8th again. He's riding the rail a little bit too much on the inside there. Turns too early again. It's a habit myself and Wolverine both have. We seem to want to turn in a little bit too early. Something we need to adjust. Again, too early turning. He's now stopped. He's not going again though. Cars aren't too far ahead. He's still got a chance here. And he's still trying. He hasn't given up, and that's the important thing. You only learn by doing. And he isn't giving up. He's going to finish no matter what. It doesn't matter where he finishes really. It's all a learning curve. Battling for 11th now. Right-hander. Getting a little bit stuck on the corners. We don't know if the car is damage is affecting performance. It doesn't really tell you whether it does or doesn't. So there's always that to take into consideration. Little jump there across the rocks, skimming them nicely. And he's still got the cars in view ahead of him. Too much on the brakes there and get a little bit out of sorts, but he corrects it nicely. Decided to go left, through the sparks. Left-hander now. Takes it nicely, a little bit too inside maybe. Maybe he should have been a bit wider. But he's still learning, that's the important thing. There's no race I'm ever going to say to him he was poor, you know, as far as I'm concerned. He's still learning. And if worst comes to worst and he doesn't finish in top 3 for this race, I get to have a go. We'll see what happens there. It's the fact he's competing and learning that's the important part. So, final lap now. His final chance to gain some positions. And he's closing on 11th. Still on the tail. Taking a few of these corners really nicely. It's that extra turning that he just gets slightly off. Just needs to learn the track a little bit better and learn the grip levels as well. Nice left-hander there. Takes 2 positions. That was a really nice overtaking turn. Right-hander, he's got the 9th in pace. Takes a very poor exit there, and just couldn't get the throttle going. Didn't seem to have the exit speed. Nudged a little bit there. He's struggling to control the car when it's nudged, and it could be damage. I don't know if that's in this or not. We haven't really had a car that's been this damaged before, to be fair. That's something that he's taken great enjoyment. That is the first one to make the boot and the bonnet both come off. That's enjoyment for him at this point. We're currently in 12th, coming towards the last part of the lap now. He's still got 11th and 10th in front of him. He's got a chance to take a position or two if he can. A little nudge on the back end of the car in 11th. He's going to go for the inside. They're going for the outside. They seem to have a lot better speed in a straight line. So he's gone a bit narrow here. If he brings this round, he's done really nicely to make that turn. He went really narrow, took the inside line and managed to take 2 positions there. Lovely turning. Can he make this count? Turns too much again and gets T-boned at the end there. He's going to have very poor exit speed. He's going to cross the line in 12th place. It wasn't the top 3 we wanted, but very good experience, and we got to see a car get fairly well damaged. That's never a bad thing. So what we're going to do, we'll run through what he actually achieved in terms of rewards and stuff, and then Soldierboy will be straight back into the car to see if we can get this top 3. Nugget was third. I can actually read the names, they happen so quickly. Ortega wins the race, there we go. And the car has seen better days. Bonnet's gone, the front end is crumpled, you know, the boot's missing, the windscreen looks like it's been jumped on. I think that's the worst we've seen a car. Well done him for doing that. So, Soldierboy's turn. Can he improve on the 12th place? The aim is top 3 to carry on. Here we go. Not a bad start. I don't think he's had a good a start. Oh, sorry, I've not had a good a start as Wolverine has. Managed to force our way through. Wolverine was up to about 4th at this point, so he definitely had a better start. Managing to use the other cars a little bit. Up to 6th. Nice left-hander, right-hander now. Can he bring it round? That's a little bit of drifting, but very poor exit speed again. It's the exit speed that's going to cause a problem, I think. Bringing it round the inside. Competing for 3rd place. A little bit of argy-bargy going on. Turns in nicely. Uses the car in 2nd to bring him round. And Soldierboy is now going strong. Currently in 3rd. Takes 2nd. Can he take 1st? Takes the inside line. Manages to get 1st. He's going to hold on his right-hander next. Got to bring this round on a bit of a rough there. 2nd place. Swings it round brilliantly and really well and takes 1st place away, but Soldierboy's back in the lead again. Whoever's in 2nd is going to be real competition here by the looks of it. He really has a lot of exit speed, as has just been proven. Left-hander takes it well. Going to stay on the outside this time. Wolverine seemed to favour the inside line, and I was seeing a lot of cars were quick on the outside. We stayed outside. Lovely corner there, drifting it around nicely. Got a bit of a gap forming now to the cars behind, and that's what we need. So if we can hold this nicely round here, a little bit slow maybe. End of the first lap, Soldierboy is winning. He has the lead. He's got about a 2nd just over advantage on 2nd place. He now needs to make sure this holds out. Can't celebrate too yet. It's not over until the final lap. So just got to concentrate on the corners. Maybe turn in a little bit too early there. Managed to make it work though just. Left-hander now, tight one. Nice little drift. Could have been better though. The next time check we'll see. Turned in too early there, lost a bit of time as he hit the barrier. That wasn't a good corner at all for Soldierboy. We'll keep an eye on the split though and see if we can see any changes in gains and losses. Left-hander now, probably a little bit late turning, I would have said there. Tight right-hander. Again, the drifting is good, but I think the exit speed is poor. We're just managing to stay ahead of our rival by the looks of things. The gap, I would have said, looking at the minimap, has closed up, but we just don't know how much just yet. We're waiting for the time check. And there we go, see where we're at. It's less than a 2nd, so it has closed up. That little barrier hit probably didn't help. So we now need to push this as we come up towards the end of the 2nd lap. Nice right-hander coming up, and we can drift this round nicely. Just trying to keep as much speed into the corner as possible, bring it round in a controlled manner. What's the time? We're back up to over a 2nd. We gained, I think, 0.2 seconds there, I would have said. So that's not bad. Oh, bit tight on the turning. Managed to hold it. Didn't quite hit the barriers. Very close there. Soldierboy is definitely putting it all on the line here to make sure he has a gap to the cars behind. All the gaps come down. It's less than a 2nd. Got to keep an eye on that split now because that's going to be very, very important. If we can hold this. Turned in too early again. Had to change direction and turn in a 2nd time. That's not going to help things. The cars on the minimap do seem to be closing. Soldierboy needs to hold on here. To lose this now would be a devastating finish. A little bit tight on the corner. I wouldn't say our exit speed's fantastic through there. Nice drift round on the next though. Still holding off the ones behind. Little jump coming up. There we go. And then gentle right followed by a gentle left. Gets a bit out of shape there. Time has gone up with over just under a second and a half now ahead. He has time to play with, but doesn't mean it's over. Drift around the corner. This seemed a little bit slow on the turn in there. And on the mini-map the cars are closing in. Can he hold on for this fantastic win? I turned in too early, hit the barrier. That's another good finish. Hit the back end on exit. Can he hold on? And he does, just. That got close right at the end there. Soldierboy has won the first Ignition main event.
Starting to get a profile as a master of the overtake. Zipping past folks left, right, and center. I get it, man. Stay out of the way.
There we have it. We're starting to get a reputation for overtaking. So we actually won by 0.6 of a second. Considering what I think our biggest gap was 1.4 seconds. That got closer towards the end. But we've held on. And we have won the race. So that means we finished the first Ignition main event race for the Ultracross. And we'll have a quick look at what's in next episode. Once we've got all our awards. We also have a little tutorial on something else we haven't looked at yet, so we'll quickly have a quick look at that as well. New liveries going on there, player cards, all cosmetic stuff.
I know what you're thinking. Why am I suddenly going all over the world in really amazing cars, almost no questions asked? Well, don't think too hard about it. Save your brain cells for where you need them, you know, on the track. All you need to know is you're doing well. And there's brands out there that want to be attached to your name. And here's the nice bit. You get to choose who suits you best. So get reading the finer details because they're all going to demand different things from you. And each sponsor will offer different rewards too. The final thing to consider is loyalty. You can only go so far with some sponsors, so don't be afraid to jump ship for a higher reward further down the road. It's all about keeping you racing, all right?
So that's the talking about different sponsorships. Now, it's not something we're going to focus much on. We'll obviously pick a sponsor that gives us the most rewards in terms of money, probably more than anything else, or rewards for races. But we're not going to worry too much about it. We're probably not going to show it that much in videos. It's just one of those little extra things you can do on the side. We will pick a different sponsor today, though, straight away. Codemasters is the current sponsor. They pay $3,000 per race, with a bonus of $200. We're ranked 5 out of 15 with them, which I think is your loyalty. So we actually are going to swap. We are going to move on to Michelin. They're offering $5,000 per race and a bonus in 6 races, so we'll stick with them. So the next episode, we'll be looking at the next Ignition main event in China. So we'll see you there.